So, for the PC gamers out there and the console gamers, now I run on a PC. I play all my games on PC, but I do own a PlayStation 4. I haven't played it in a very long time. I've only recently just started playing it again when I'm downstairs, just, that little bit of relaxing or chilling time. Now, I had a basic PlayStation 4, I think it was a shock controller. Worst thing I've ever used in my entire life. It was horrendous. And it recently broke, so I had to get a new one. So I had a look online and I checked everywhere for like different types of controllers. There was like something to do with SCUF controllers and this controller. I ain't got a clue. That just went straight off my head. If you tell me about a keyboard and a mouse, I'll know, I'll perfectly be able to tell you anything about it. But when it came to controllers, I have no clue. I just use whatever came in the box. But unfortunately mine died, so I had to get a new one. So I had a look at some YouTube videos of some friends of mine that have reviewed them in the past, and I thought, you know what, let's give this one a go. So what we went for was the PS4 Fusion by PowerA. Now, this is a pro wireless controller. Today we're looking at the Windows 10 Pro OEM CD key. So what we need to do from here is go down below and actually type buy now. From here we have promotion code. Now if you type in the code SKJT, which is SKJT, and click on apply. So straight away you have now reduced your price down from £15.63 to £11.72. Now I'm going to use PayPal because it's what I use every day, so I'll be back in a minute. Right, so as you can see from the screen, my purchase has been confirmed. I've got my order number. It's going to send us back to the user center, and then we can carry on the process from there and see where to go next. So what we need to do from here is go to the right where it says View Keys and Codes. Click on that. Now at the bottom here, we do have a little yellow tab that says Get the Key. So I'm going to click it. Mine's going to be blurred out, but yours won't be. So there we go. We've got the two different keys there. We've got number, which is just your order number. You don't need to worry about that one. And then you've got your code / card, which is the key you actually need for Windows 10. So what we're going to do is actually highlight this. Click on Control C or right click and copy. Then we need to go over the settings and actually activate this. So click settings. Up in the top left hand corner, type in activation and then activation settings. From here, it says change product key. Now, if I click on change product key, Control V, and there's the order number there. So what you need to do is paste your order number in there, click on next. Windows is actually going to check to make sure it's a genuine key. If it's not, it won't accept it. But some of the comments I got on some of the previous videos, this can be a free update to Windows 11 as well. So if you don't have this, you don't have to worry about anything else. You'll be able to upgrade for free to Windows 11 as well as. So now we've had a look at Windows 10 Pro OEM key, I've got one more thing I want to show you. Now this is the Windows 10 Pro OEM key and Office 2016 Professional Plus. Now, as we can see on the right-hand side, it was reduced from £327.78 down to £40.21, but I've got a cheeky little discount for you as well. Now, on the bottom here, promotion code SKJT. SKJT will also be in the description just in case, so click on apply, and it goes from £40.21 down to £30.16. So guys, here we have it. This is the PS4 controller. This is Fusion by PowerA, and this is the Pro Wireless controller. I'm not sure, something in a different language, and also Mappable Pro Pack as well. So this should be quite interesting. Like I said, I do have a PlayStation 4. I don't have a PS5. Don't see the point in them. But my controller did die. I don't play it that often, but when I do, I kind of need a controller. So we went for this one because I don't really know a massive amount about PlayStation controllers. You know, you've got SCUF ones and all that other stuff. And I don't really understand it, so I just went for this one. I had the most type of like reviews that were saying it was really good, so this is what I went for. And before this, I actually did test it out. Ironically, it did a hell of a lot better than I thought. So let's get this unboxed and see what we're working with. First of all, I do like the cool design. Like, they have put a lot of effort into the box. Like, that is a really cool design, I have to admit. So first of all, we do get another box just here, Fusion Pack, and we do get some documentation. So we'll get that out. Pop that one, oh, wrong way. Pop this to one side for the time being. So what do we get inside the Fusion Pack? Oh, so first of all, we do get some stickers. We've got one there, and we've got another one there, which is quite cool. They are quite cool, and we find a place for them to go. Okay, and now we have the user manual. The user manual is very interesting. It tells you everything that the buttons do. Like everything from the front, it tells you each one of them. Tells you the layout, as well as on the back with the, I think this is the Mappable Pro Pack, and everything like that, as well as switching wired modes and wireless mode. There's a few different modes we've got here. Apparently you can change out parts on this as well, so it even gives you a detailed description of what you're actually changing, as well as how to actually use the mappable controls, like how to actually swap it from other controls, which is really cool, I have to admit. And then it's got little bits about like the adjustments. So it does have 3-way trigger lock, so it's got 3 different ones going from tier 1 up to tier 3, so that's pretty cool. Especially for you Call of Duty players out there, this is definitely going to fit you. I'm going to pop that back in there. I'm going to keep the stickers out because I need to find a place for them. I really need to get a sticker wall or something. The amount of stickers I seem to get with products. Right, we'll pop that to one side, and then we're going to have a look at the controller itself. So, nice hardback case there going on, with a little embellishment there saying Fusion, which is quite nice. And then we have, like I said, I have used this before, so there's a few things I have changed, but we'll go through them. So, this is what we get. PlayStation controller, you've got a little extender pack, which we'll go to, 2 different analog sticks. You've got some different embellishments, as I've got the blue here. They were black when it turned up, which are these ones here. You can simply just change them out. And then we also have another thumbstick this one here sticks on top of this one. So this is more for like your driving games, so you can use your thumb there to, you know, I don't do driving games, so, you know, and then we'll pop this out. So I'm going to leave all that in there for now. We do also get the cable at the top. Probably go through that first, actually. So we do have our cable here. So this is a fully corded cable from USB here to the micro USB on the side. But the good thing I like about this one, it does have a locking arrangement. So this does lock into the controller. So I don't know, say you rage quit or anything like that, it's not going to stop charging, it's going to lock in there. So let's have a look at the controller. So first of all, let's just start off by removing this. So this is held on by magnets. As we can see here, you've got magnets pinpointed at different areas. And then where them little blue circles are, they just pop out, and you can pop the black ones in or the blue ones, or I believe you can get some more online. And this is what we are left with. This is the shell of the controller. Everything from our D-pad to the XO square and triangle buttons to the PS buttons, LED indicator, as well as the trackpad. And these analog sticks do actually pop out. So we have 2 different analog stick sizes. So we have our basic size, that what it actually comes with when it wants to focus. So this is our basic size it comes with, and this is the extension one you can put on. Obviously you can see the difference there depending on how you like your thumb movements. You do get 2 of them, same with that one. The only difference is on the right, it doesn't have the little embellishments. Come on, focus. It doesn't have the little embellishments. It is flat, and that's only because of the little key ring you can get there, which is used for more driving games, so you can get better precision. And then these just simply slot on, just like that, and you are good to go. So that is the magnetic plate. That just sits back on like that, done and dusted, no issues. Right, and then I'm going to pop this off for a second. So the controller itself, where the actually hand grips are, they are molded with a form of rubber, just for that extra grip. You know, obviously, your hands do get sweaty when you're carrying controllers. So the grip does come from directly to the side all the way around. So where you're actually grabbing it is going to be extremely comfortable, I have to admit. I've noticed how comfortable this actually is compared to like the older ones that were just solid plastic all the way around. They get slippy, you know, you're deep in your game, you want to do everything you can to keep your hands on, and this is what they've done. So they've implemented rubber on the back, which is nice to see. Now, we also have a few other things. Now, like I was saying about the trigger settings, so we have T1, T2, and T3. So if I pull the trigger down, that goes all the way down to the bottom. Move this to T2, it's slightly elevated, and then if I go to T3, it's even more elevated, like I said. So instead of having to push all the way physically, all the way down, you can just push that far down to activate the trigger, which is pretty cool. That's definitely something I've seen in some videos, but not on this controller. Now we do have a little slider button there. Let's see if this is going to focus. As you can see, the far left is PS4 Bluetooth, the middle is PS4 USB, and the one on the right is PC USB. So this can be used for obviously PlayStations, which is pretty cool. Now the center here, we do have a little gap. Now this can be used for 2 things. We do have a normal plate. So we have a basic plate here. So if you don't want to play with a Pro Pack and you just want to play basic controller, you can just slot this straight in there and that just goes in like that. But if you do want to play with a Pro Pack, this simply just clicks up at the top and then clicks in like that. And there we go. We now have like 4 little flappy paddles like you would see on a driving console or something. 4 little flappy panels there now what you can program. So they are very hot, like as soon as you tap them, they do click. So they are relatively quite cool. You can use these with just like maybe 1 or 2 of them. They just, they just simply slide out. So if I can get this one out. So they do just slide out like that. They just hook out. But if you want to hook it back in, it just goes back in like that. And there we go. So there is, underneath here, we do have a little magnet, which is on the right. And then we do have the switch itself on the left. So the magnet just helps it keep it in place so it's not wobbling all over the place. And then obviously the switch is just a gentle little click and you're good to go. So you can program this to pretty much any other button you want. For the likes of Call of Duty and all that, you can go into that onto PC or PlayStation. Go over what you want. Like even if you wanted to use this for fire, throwing grenades and all that sort of stuff, you can just program these in like that. So I have to admit, relatively really good. Where they sit as well isn't too bad. So naturally I hold my controller like this. So naturally my index finger and the one next to it are prominently already on there. So I benefited from this quite well. I used this for the likes of throwing grenades and stuns and thermites and all that sort of stuff, especially when it came to Call of Duty and Warzone. So this benefited me quite well. Now on the bottom here, we do have a basic 3.5mm jack here. So if you do want to connect a headset to this, you can do so. It'll take most 3.5mm jacks, I'm sure. Obviously, if yours is USB connected, I apologize, a USB Type-C, you're pretty much out of luck. Unless you have an adapter, I'm sure they would work the same. But I have to admit, overall, I've never really reviewed a PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller because they're just basic. Nobody really cares about them. But I have to admit, standard-wise, this really has been an interesting one for me. It really has. Like I said, I am predominantly a PC gamer, but I do play PlayStation quite a bit here and there. It really just depends, but the layout itself is pretty much the exact same from the previous. It's a lot chunkier, a lot thicker. The rubber mounts and everything just kind of add to the effect, and I really do like it. So this is definitely a thumbs up for me. So guys, we did the overall review for the actual controller itself. I haven't got it with me, it's downstairs at the moment. It's downstairs at the moment, I do need to go grab it. But I have to admit, can you let me know in the comment section below what the difference is between these controllers? Like, you've got SCUF controllers, basic controllers, and there's a few other ones before. Right, so if you can go down the comment section below and let me know the difference between these different types of controllers, I'd much appreciate it because I don't have a clue. The Fusion Power, I did enjoy it. It took me a few days to get used to it. I have to admit, it's a little bit chunkier, as well as the flappy paddles at the back. That was really cool. I actually did like that. I haven't really got around to using it properly, but it is quite a cool feature if you're kind of like a quick gamer or certain games you play need you to, use the flappy paddles instead of on top or whatever. I have to admit, I really did enjoy doing the review. I did enjoy the controller, and you know what? It works well. So if you want to go check one out for yourself, head down the links in the description. There'll be a link there so you can go grab one for yourself. Like I said in the comment section, let me know if you've got one and you understand the different types of controllers, because I really have no clue. So as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, thanks very much for watching.